my beauty's big sister channel and 2020. How mad is it to say that? This is my first video of the year and I thought it would be the best way to start the year is by celebrating the best of the best products from 2019. I've got on a full face right now of all my favourite products that launched last year, so I'm going to do a full tutorial. But I hope you had the most amazing Christmas and New Year. Thank you to everybody that stuck with me throughout Vlogmas because it was testing, but we done it. So if you do want to go back and watch any of my Vlogmas videos, I will link the playlist below. But let's now get into the best of the best products from 2019. First thing I'm going to pop on, you can see how much I've used this. It's pretty much empty and it's filthy. It is so good, from NYX. Bear With Me Radiant Perfecting Primer. Look how much I've used it. It is amazing. It kind of reminds me of Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. You can see it's kind of like that champagne goldy, beautiful, beautiful primer. It like hydrates the skin, it gives you that beautiful glow, and it honestly makes your skin feel so soft. 100% my #1 primer for the year. Now for extra glow, I normally go in with my iconic Illuminator. I know that's not new, but this is, and I also love, love, love this so much. I've kind of been mixing it up between iconic and Dior. So this is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Glow. So you can use this as a highlighter or underneath makeup. Oh my god, I needed to shake that before I used it. High points of my face for a little bit of added extra glow. Okay, now my #1 foundation, I use the YSL Touche Éclat de Teint like all of the time. It's my favourite all-time foundation, but this has been my everyday. Again, I don't know why my products get so filthy, but this is really filthy, and it's the Dior Face and Body. It is, I'm running out a little bit, such a good foundation. Whenever I wear this, I get compliments. Last night I wore it and I had someone ask me, what are you wearing on your skin? Because it looks so like dewy. It's such a good buildable foundation. I don't know where my foundation brush is, so I'm just gonna use this. But yeah, it's a really buildable, like dewy, radiant foundation. It blends in so beautifully. I like to just disperse the product with a brush first, just so I don't lose any of the product by soaking up into a sponge. And then I go with my beauty blender just to really work that into the skin. How gorgeous does that look on the skin? Oh, I love it so much. This shade, for anyone wondering, is 3WO. They have so many shades, so I found it really hard to pick. But now I found this shade, it's like the perfect one for me, so I am sticking to this for sure. Now for concealer, 100% my favourite of the year was the iconic Seamless Concealer, and I used the shade Light Cream. It is so light and dewy, really, really blendable. I don't like a concealer that's too thick, so this blends into the skin really beautifully, but it is great at brightening as well. I do just really, really rate iconic makeup, and this concealer, 100% a standout for 2019. How mad that we're now in 2020. Like, that just sounds so crazy. I can't really get used to it. I wanted to see what makeup launches this year. Like, what is going to be the beauty hypes? What is going to be, in terms of skincare, I reckon we're going to see some amazing new products and ingredients that everyone's going to be loving. It's amazing how the beauty industry is just constantly evolving. Like, there's constantly new innovations and new products. I just find it such a exciting industry to be involved in. Again, I'm not sure if this was new for last year, but it's a product that I was introduced to last year, the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Truffle. Oh, love this contour stick. It's super blendable, creamy formula, a perfect shade. You can kind of build it up, so it depends how strong you want your contour to be, but for like more of a natural look, I do just like wearing this on its own. I do set it if I am going out for the day. If I want my makeup to last, I will set it for more of like an evening look as well. I wasn't much of a baker until last year. I am so obsessed with this translucent powder. It is the best. It's so amazing. I can't even tell you. Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in Butter. So it's slightly tinted. It's not completely translucent. I'm going to pull this out if I show you anymore. So it's kind of, oh, damn it. It's a buttery kind of shade. Sounds weird, but it smells amazing. And it just is the best powder. I'm gonna put it out there, but I think it's on par with Laura Mercier, if not better. So I do just like to kind of use this to bake in the high points. Obviously, if you are of an older age, if you've got fine lines, wrinkles, wouldn't really recommend baking. But if you are younger, then it is a really nice technique to really set your makeup and also brighten as well. Right now, while that's doing its thing, I'm going to work on my brows. Oh, this is the best brow gel ever, and I think it's like £3 or £4, something like that. It's from Bareminerals and it's called Take a Brow. Now this is clear. I have somehow tinted this from using it on my brows where I've used a brow product. So this is a clear formula. I have accidentally tinted, but it works great for me. It is just such an amazing formula. I do find it really hard to find a good brow gel, but this is just, it's not clumpy, it's not hard, it just brushes and combs your hairs through while conditioning them and kind of just keeping them in place. I just think it's such an amazing brow gel. And then the brow product that I've been using is the Brow Define Eyebrow Pencil by, I'm pretty sure this is MUA. It's rubbed off. MUA, yes, it is MUA. So you've got the comb on this end, which is really handy, and then you've got pencil here. I do have another one in here as well. Oh no, this is another MUA. Yeah, I've been loving this. There is a NYX one as well that I really like, which is basically the same. So what shade is this? I don't know, because it's all rubbed off. It would be like a dark brown or something like that. I think it's funny that you do adapt and just change your techniques and change your products as the years go by. I mean, I remember I used to be only using Dip Brow by Anastasia, whereas now I don't really like to use pomade. I do prefer to use a pencil because it's a little bit more natural. I never carve out my eyebrows anymore. I just kind of go for this natural brow look. Now I'm just gonna brush away the powder, and you can see it's just set my makeup, but really brightened that area. I just really like the smell of it, which is pretty random for a translucent powder. It just airbrushes everything. I'm obsessed. I love it. Now for my bronzer to kind of set that Fenty in place, I do kind of use my Benefit Hoola or Hoola Caramel a lot of the time, but this is just to mix it up. I do love this one as well. You can see I've hit pan. This is from Bareminerals and it's the Gen Nude in Beige for Days. I feel like this maybe come out last year, I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's a really great bronzer. Also obsessed with this Dior brush. Like, the Dior makeup brushes obviously are expensive, but they're so good. Now with blush, I feel like this is a really hard one because I use Benefit California like 90% of the time, to be honest. But I do love, recently, to be fair, I've only been using this for the past couple of months, but this blush in the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a palette is so pretty. It's a beautiful rosy colour with like a little bit of sheen in it, and it's perfect for me, for someone that doesn't wear blush that much, you know what I mean? I only wear a little bit of blush. Perfect colour. This is the best, like absolutely the best. Can you tell how much I love it? Because I've not got a lot left of it and I feel like it's gonna break very soon because we're hitting a lot of pan. But this is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Me Money Hustler Baby. I use this side all the time, hardly ever use this side, but this is just amazing. It's so pigmented yet so buttery, like it doesn't sit on top of the skin, it kind of just melts in. And I always spray my brush with the MAC Prep and Prime. This was new for this year in the pineapple scent and I love it. Considering it's a mini, I mean, I haven't got that much left. It's up to here. So I've really gone through it, but it has lasted me a lot considering I've worn it pretty much every day since summer. Pop that on, and where I've kind of dampened the brush, you can see it's even more pigmented than it would normally be. And I like to just take it underneath the brow. It's beautiful. It is the best highlight ever. I do sometimes like to layer with my iconic illuminating drops underneath as well if I want a really intense highlight, but I'm sorry, this is just the best. Now for my eyeshadow, you can tell that I just love these products. Are you ready to see my Soft Glam Palette? It is one hot mess. I dropped it, so these two pans come out, but yeah, These like 4 shades here are my most used shades. They are just amazing. Best palette ever. Was it new for last year? I'm not sure, but I started using it last year and it's lasted me such a long time, so I definitely need to invest in a new one. Because there's not a lot left of my palette right now. But what I do is I always just take burnt orange. I've got a tiny little bit of that, so let's try and get that on the brush. And oh, just look how pigmented it is. Even just that is so pretty. You could definitely just rock this as a look. But I do like to layer. So I like to take sienna, which is more of a burnt orange brown. Really nice and warm, great if you've got brown eyes, just really complements. So I like to take this more in the outer corner. Kind of depends what look I'm going for, whether I'm going for a full-on night out or more for day. I'd probably just leave it here if I'm going to events in London just for the day. For evening, I do like to take the Rustic, which is more of a chocolatey brown, and just run that over to really deepen things up, which is really nice. Always take my shadow underneath, so just taking that sienna shade again. Just gives your eye such a lovely shape. This is just the perfect colour for everybody. This palette I feel like everybody should have in their collections at home. It's a palette that I pretty much wear every day. For eyeliner, I mean, it's the most annoying packaging ever because it's just so hard to get the plastic off. It drives me insane, and I buy these in bulk because it's my favourite eyeliner. The Maybelline Tattoo Eyeliner, Bold Brown it's called. Yeah, the packaging is super annoying to get off, so I normally just leave it on, but it is the most insane eyeliner ever. Like, it is the best. So if you're looking for a new kohl eyeliner, if you want that really smoky eye look, you can get this in brown or black, or they do have other shades as well, but I tend to just get the brown and the black. Always use brown during the day. So I like to put this on really close to the lash line and then just buff it out, and you'll be able to see when I open my eye what a difference this makes. Like, I feel like I'm ready. Once I've got my eyeliner on, it just defines the eye so beautifully. I do love it in the waterline. It never ever smudges. Once you like smudge it out, it sets in place. It's a gel based liner, just insane. To finish off my eye look, I always like to go in with a little bit of highlighter, so back in to my Fenty and just take a little bit of that highlight and pop it right in the inner corner here. You can dampen your brush as well if you want to, underneath the brow as well. In terms of mascaras, Benefit Roller Lash, for sure one of my favourites, but it's definitely not new. Bobbi Brown Smoky Mascara, amazing, again not new. I think this might be the newest, so let's go with this. This is the Dior Show Iconic Over Curl. Love this mascara, it's so good at curling the lashes. You can see how curved the wand is, so it really pushes it up, gets the product on the lashes. It's a proper like evening one. Well, I say evening one, I always wear big lashes whether it's day or night. Wand is just really easy to work with, really like the formula. It's just a great mascara. Lastly, for lips, so I love the collection lip liner in Cappuccino. Best lip liner ever. I have run out. I bought 3 last time and I think they've all just gone missing. I tend to always lose lip liners and eyeliners. I need to do a reorder of them, but this is also a really great lip liner from Bareminerals, Gen Nude, and this is in the shade Borderline. Reason why I love the collection one more is simply for the fact that, one, it's a deeper shade. It's a really good shade for me. Also because it's retractable. You don't need to sharpen it, which is just amazing. The reason I like this one is because it is a creamy formula, which you don't tend to get with kohl lip liners. So it's only really with the Charlotte Tilbury ones and the Bare Mineral ones that I find that really glide and they don't drag your lip. I'm going to kind of use this as a base shade as well for my lips, as I'm not going in with a lipstick because that's way too hard to decide my favourite lipstick. I think Pillow Talk would be up there from Charlotte Tilbury. If I can get anything out of it, would be amazing, because I have used this down to the ground. Can you see? Like when I'm going like that, there's no product left in it because I've used it that much, and it is the Marc Jacobs Sugar lip gloss in Enamored, and oh, it's so good. It makes your lips, the look amazing. It's not a sticky formula, which I love, and the colour is just so good. I featured this lip gloss in so many tutorials. I have talked about it so many times, but it really is so incredible. Oh, it's my favourite of all time. So beauties, this is kind of like my go-to glam smoky look that I pretty much do every time I go to events or I'm in town for meetings. This is just like my go-to, and these are my absolute go-to products that launched last year that I just love. I really hope you enjoyed this video and tutorial. If you did, then please let me know in the comments below and let me know if any of these products that I'm wearing is one of your favourites as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!